What a god-awful thing to do to a hood of a vehicle. Look at this nonsense. Hello again, everybody. John with Knight and Shining Armor Paint Correction, Ceramic Coatings, and Detailing. Today we have a 2020 BMW 235i. It's a used vehicle. Our customer brought it to us for an 8-year ceramic coating. And we thought we'd take you along for the ride, especially when it comes to wet sanding out this god-awful mark. As you can see, I'm going around taking measurements of the total thickness of the primer, base coat, and clear coat. And it ranged anywhere on the hood between 3.5 to 6 to 4.2 or 3 mils. You go to the door jamb and see that it reads in the mid to high 2s, maybe the occasional 3. That will give you an idea how thick one coat of clear coat is in terms of mils, because you're sanding on extremely thin clear coat here. 3 to 4 mils is not a lot of material. 15 years ago, that number would be 5, 6, or 7 mils total thickness. So without further ado, let's get started. So I'm taking what we like to use for clay lube and wet sanding, which is PDP Wonder Spray. It's excellent for these types of situations. And I'm taking 3000 grit Trizac disc, a 3-inch disc on a sanding block. And I'm just gingerly taking my time here. I'm not going in very hard. I'm not using a lot of pressure yet, because I know I'm dealing with very thin clear coat. As you can see, there's still some marks left here. I'm going to go after the ones that are left over and try to stay in just those areas. Now, is this finish almost too thin to sand? Borderline. You still have some room to work here. But if it was much thinner, you were going to be very limited into what you're able to do or not do. So I'm checking out to see if there's any of those deep scratches that from whoever picked it, whatever there. My best guess is, and there's still a few left here, my best guess is there was bird poop or bug guts or tree sap, and somebody went after it with the edge of a credit card or driver's license or their fingernail and just started picking the you-know-what out of it. Dumb. Don't do that, folks. Don't pick at your clear coat. Some of them are very soft and scratch and gouge very easily. Now that my ugly mug's about out of the way, I believe that'll do it. Gonna bring you in for some measurements here, just to show you we really haven't removed any clear coat at all. 3000 is not super aggressive. You always want to start with the least aggressive method possible and go from there. Bring you in for a first person view where the scratches were. As you can see, they are all but gone with very little effort at all. So now we're going to polish them. We're using a Buff and Shine Euro 50/50 pad on a Flex PXE with Angel Wax Regenerate. Going to put 3 to 4 to 5 small pea-sized drops. Not going to use a ton of pressure, but we are going to concentrate specifically in this area. Going to do a crisscross pattern, which is equal to 2 passes. And depending on your shop environment, or if you're doing it outside, if there is still working time left in the compound, I may go in for a 3rd or 4th pass while I'm already here. Just trying not to overheat the area, because you can, even with the DA, if you're an idiot, you can actually burn the finish, and we don't want that either. Just about done with the passes here. Gonna wipe off the residue and look, and I notice there's still a few sanding marks left behind in this one little area. Just gonna go back in and not use a ton of pressure, but go back over those areas because they were very minor. I'll probably knock it right out of the park here with just this quick little extra step. I'll bring everybody in for a first-person view here, and you guys be the judge. How does it look? Does it look as good as I think it does? Well, let's find out. Looks pretty damn good to me. Nothing to it at all. Just take your time, easy peasy. Once again, my name is John. We are Knight in Shining Armor Paint Correction, Ceramic Coatings, and Detailing. We're getting ready to open a location in the Dallas-Fort Worth area up near Frisco. More details on that in a later video. I appreciate everybody watching and subscribing to the channel. We will see everybody in the next video.